From the national newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo. Donald Trump's key tool to wield tariffs will face a critical legal test today in the U.S. Supreme Court. During a hearing, the American president has called one of the most important in that nation's history. The court will hear from states and businesses that argue Trump's use of a national security statute to hit nearly every nation with tariffs goes beyond the powers of the president. It concerns his Liberation Day tariffs on the world and fentanyl-related duties on Canada, Mexico, and China. And the outcomes could vary depending on the final ruling by the High Court. Here's Canadian Press reporter Kelly Malone in Washington.
The impact on Canada for this specifically relates to the fentanyl-related duties. So the Supreme Court could knock those down completely. It could limit them to some extent. But the problem is Canada, what it is majorly being hit by is Trump's separate sectoral duties on steel, aluminum, automobiles, copper, lumber, important Canadian sectors.
The U.S. Constitution gives power over taxes and tariffs to Congress. A day after delivering the federal government's new budget, Prime Minister Mark Carney and Finance Minister François-Philippe Champagne will begin the work of selling it. Carney is set to hold a post-budget event in Ottawa this morning before attending the Liberal caucus meeting. Carney is expected to have a brand new member attending today's Liberal caucus meeting. Nova Scotia Conservative MP Chris d'Entremont yesterday left his own party's caucus to join the Liberals. The move happened after the Carney government tabled its first budget, and it leaves the Liberals just 2 seats shy of a majority. d'Entremont said he considers the Liberals' fiscal plan a better path forward for our country and for his home riding. Conservative Deputy Leader Melissa Lantsman is critical.
Chris made a decision, and he made a decision not to fight inflation and not to lower the cost of food and not to do any of the things that he was sent here to do.
BC Conservative MP Aaron Gunn says d'Entremont is a coward. Democratic Socialist Zoran Mamdani has won New York City's mayoral election. Here's reporter Chuck Severson.
The Muslim and socialist in his victory speech repeating his campaign's agenda.
Freeze the rents for more than 2 million rent-stabilized tenants. Make buses fast and free. And deliver universal child care across our city.
Women's health experts say there is more discussion than ever about menopause and its many symptoms, from brain fog to hot flashes. But it's hard to find publicly funded care without a long waiting list. Menopause Foundation of Canada co-founder Janet Coe says many healthcare providers don't have the training needed for comprehensive menopause care.
We've seen the emergence of virtual menopause providers or private clinics. So that is good news because women today definitely have more choice and more access. However, that often comes with a price tag.
And Prince Harry is set to begin a 2-day visit to Toronto today to attend events supporting veterans and the military community ahead of Remembrance Day. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Calgary Flames seek a second straight win tonight when they're home to the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Toronto Maple Leafs will host the Utah Mammoth, and the Chicago Blackhawks will visit the Vancouver Canucks. Last night, the Edmonton Oilers let a 2-goal lead slip away for the second time in as many nights, losing 4-3 in a shootout to the Dallas Stars. The Montreal Canadiens rallied from 3 goals down, but fell 5-4 to Philadelphia in a shootout. The Winnipeg Jets got pumped 3-0 by the LA Kings. The Toronto Raptors won their third game in a row, a 128-100 victory at home over the Milwaukee Bucks. In women's soccer, the Vancouver Rise strike first, taking the first match of the 2-legged Northern Super League semifinal 2-1 over Ottawa Rapid FC. The other semi will see AFC Toronto host the Montreal Roses on Sunday after they took the first match 2-0. From the Canadian Press, I'm Karen Rebo.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.